Alright, welcome back. Do we got sound?
Yep.
Alright. So we just ended with the party, I guess, finding themselves after being scattered by the mammoth herds. Everyone is pretty much alright, with the exception of an acrobatic gith. Fortunately, the dwarf was able to ricochet the bullet off of his face, so he's doing well alright too. Our gunslinger, I forgot to mention, you did get beat up a little bit, so your hit points are currently going to be at about,
I have 8 total hit points.
you got 8 total, and you took 2 in this when they beat you
That's
up.
pretty good.
So you're all right.
Did you say your prayers?
I said my prayers.
Or is he forgiven?
Yes, let's baptize him now.
To the river.
There is the river in the valley. Well, is there a river? I don't think there is an actual river in the valley. It's just a valley.
You know, I just use a drop of anointing oil, not using the whole thing. I just anoint him.
In the flash of that powder, I saw the church. I saw it rise from a stone.
It actually rose from a rock.
So now we have a majority religion of the party.
Yes, Clestus is all. Clestus is life.
Okay, if we're done with the conversions, we should travel this way.
In an attempt to cunning my way to the Fur
Have you not
Mountain.
seen the way of Clestus?
All right.
It's still a decent roll.
5.
5? Not too shabby. In fact, you find the game trail that brought you here, and you also notice that the game trail has been trampled down substantially by a large number of mammoths, widening the trail and smoothing the trail,
That's convenient.
making it quite easy for you guys to return home. Now, in order to get to
I'm
the...
guessing the canoe travels a lot slicker on this trail.
It does now, yes.
Okay, so what you're saying is that there's a road to my rock now.
Yes.
There is!
All the way to the rock.
You have me on quite well for my church.
There is a road going straight to the rock/church of Clestus. Thanks to the mammoth stampede, which was caused by the explosion, aka Obadiah.
Okay,
Now,
Obadiah now.
you do have to crest this small mountain, and that is going to require a resolve check versus complete exhaustion as you are trekking uphill. So,
Gosh dang it.
I'll give you your difficulty numbers. You roll verse 3. You are rolling verse 4.
I passed.
You roll verse 2. You're rolling verse 2.
Come on, so big, yet so tired.
Resolve, you said?
Yep.
Probably because you're pulling that canoe.
Did you win? No. You won.
Dice off.
Okay, here comes the dice off.
13.
20!
Back down to a quarter, and I have to roll a
Dice
quarter
off.
twice and take the lowest.
20!
1! That was a critical.
What? You got a 1?
I got a 1.
Not
like-
ball rolls, they're the dice rolls.
Oh, hit failed.
I now roll a dice 2
These blue
and take
ones are
the
dumb.
lowest of 2 anytime I make a cunning check.
Alright.
Just take one every time.
Here's my dice off
Yeah,
failure.
I'm just gonna have that. We're rolling it.
No. There you go.
Replenishing my mana.
Taking a shot.
Oh shoot! Wait, no, I didn't lose my dice off. I just got wrecked on the first roll.
You know, the guy who got beat up and everything and had a pretty horrible night, somehow it's like, I'm ready to go up this mountain.
I'm all tired and stuff.
Alright, so
Stop
we've got
doing that
one
damn
permanent opening on our Piff, one permanent opening on our trusty wizard.
All the people that
and
need to make
one
crafting
permanent
rolls at night have an
Exactly. Everybody wants to do something decent. Get screwed.
So-
It's a lovely day for a walk, wouldn't you all say?
Could we move at slow pace and get rid of our openings?
Not anymore.
Dang.
And we do need a resolve check from everybody.
Oh god.
Thanks to your new dice.
So we take a dice.
two.
Wait, what does exhaustion do?
All blue skills are dice 4, and you get an opening.
Oh, so I
What
don't
are we
go
doing
down
this
the-
resolve check?
So
for
do
now?
I go up to 9 for being tired?
No, but if you're already at the dice 4, then you roll 2 and take the lowest.
Oh, dang.
So if you are already rolling 2 and taking the lowest, you would
Take
be
2 and you take the lowest.
going.
You auto fail everything.
We're doing another one.
Another resolve check.
Hey, 4 for resolve.
You got a 4, you got a 1.
It'd be
One.
funnier if I got smarter.
2.
Exhausted.
What did Cluster
Guys, I
skip?
just
Resolve.
6.
I'm so
Maybe
tired that I'm not
yeah,
thinking
6.
too much.
6?
I'm just not
6.
so it comes bad. Not overthinking it.
Alright. As you are approaching the crest of this foothill, Clustus happens to.
See,
Yeah,
holy vision.
you stand up on the mountain peak with your chest out, gazing to the horizon. And as you look down, you see some movement on the trail behind you. You squint at it under your bushy brow, and then you kind of motioned to your right-hand cardinal, suggesting, like, what is this? And what you see is a large band of orcs and goblins being led by a larger creature himself. Hairy, tusks with a chain connecting them, and his entire face has been painted red.
Oh no.
Oh,
We make. We
They're
must make
below
haste
us,
to the
right?
holy mountain.
oh, they're below us, right? Well, if we drop rocks off the mountain and knock them down,
You might be able to do
kind of
that.
like grub.
They're not below you like this, they're more like below you like this. So you
So
can
what if
roll.
What if we roll our toadkin?
Wait, no. What if we cut a tree down and we just rolled the whole tree down?
Sure, do you all have the energy to do that?
Oh, there's our tree up here.
There looks to be about 20 or so orcs in his group.
Perhaps we should not draw their attention to us.
They
And,
seem to be tracking you. In fact, while you're looking down at them, some of them are looking up at you and pointing, getting the, I guess, notice of their chief. Now, their chief, I believe, is someone that Obadiah recognizes.
A guy we could have killed across the river a long time ago.
That is correct. The one who shot up your good friend, the giant.
He must die.
Tiff, I believe this guy is the guy who murdered good old,
No, he just attacked him.
we killed Gron.
We killed.
You guys killed him. But you could maybe feel better about that by
Yes.
pretending it was
Or,
this guy.
Anybody
This is the
got a
man who
signal?
attacked Gronk!
Anybody got a signal? I need to speak to Grunk.
No? No, I did not.
No. You have a couple options here. Like I said, there's about 20 of the orcs, and they are following you, and they are purposely following you, and they see you. They're tracking you.
How far away are they?
They are...
Like a mile?
No, not even... I would say maybe a quarter of a mile, but they're going uphill up this mountain, and they have to go back and forth as they go up the mountain.
I think if we break line of sight for when we could like play a trap and not stay there, but so it kills a couple of them or it slows them down, or block the path behind us, you know?
You happen to have no explosive, Obadiah.
I'm looking.
There is a dangerous option that you could choose. After you've crested this hill and you look down the other side, there's a riskier way that would allow you to move really quickly.
Does it involve the land canoe?
It could possibly involve a land canoe.
Well-
It's basically a cliff face that allows small numbers of people through, like one at a time, that you could kind of rope your way down. The bad part, the downside is that you could easily fall. And
How big of a drop does it look like? You die if you fall?
no, it's probably 20, 30 feet. You'd take
I'll say we take that.
at most your vitality twice.
That's not so bad. It's only potentially 2 injuries.
Yeah.
The advantage, of
max.
course, is getting all 20 of the orcs down this will take
Forever.
a long
And
time.
then if we put a trap at the top, then, you know, we could collapse it or something.
Or we could just shoot them down one by one. As
Oh,
they try
yeah.
to climb
Alright.
the wall.
We could hide at the bottom, and the first one comes down, just whack him on the head.
Being the extremely intelligent individual that I am, I could just Dimension Door down.
Could you levitate
Actually-
someone down there?
I'm just going to give Dimension Door to Piff. And then I'm just going to cast Globe of Invulnerability and jump off.
The canoe doesn't go through the dimension.
Yeah,
door.
I can't use Dimension Door with my canoe.
Oh,
Unless somebody can carry my canoe
okay.
for me.
Well, I guess I'll just Dimension Door down then.
Alright.
But you got the levitate spell, right?
Levitate says I can only. It says PC. It doesn't. Well,
Could
I
you
cast
use it
on
on
them?
my canoe? It's an object.
Can I cast Levitate on them?
What does it say?
PC floats moves high enough to avoid melee attacks.
Oh, no, you're doing it yourself.
Oh. Well, if he grabs the canoe, and then you use it.
He
But he's
could.
not avoiding attacks.
Oh.
Well, he's...
No, I can float high enough to avoid it.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you carry the canoe? Are you
Yeah.
strong enough?
You
I
got
don't
know.
know. Vitality, I can try.
I would say we could roll for it. He'd probably have a fairly good roll. Roll strength and don't roll a 1 and you won't drop it.
Yeah.
7!
Yeah!
Alright, he
I'm the
grabs the canoe.
strongest alchemist!
And then he global into vulnerability, so it just drops.
No, I thought he
I'm
levitated
levitating
himself
down.
down.
So, by the time you all get down, I might make it down.
It's like an angel of Plestis.
Odd dimension door down.
You dimension door down. The rest
I
of
handed back
you
his book.
luckily get to roll.
It's not so bad though. Only 3 people with the potential to fail.
I'm exhausted.
So when on dimension door down, can I hand him one end of the rope and then dimension door down so the rope makes it all the way to the bottom? I mean, it is just dropping the rope off the edge too, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the rope's
It's not going up. My bad. Going up would have been cool.
Your guys will bring the rope down for you.
How are we gonna get the rope to the bottom, guys?
I want it.
None of us are down there.
Dimension door, guys.
You're officially the smartest party.
I got it.
All right. This is athletics, so
Oh boy.
All right.
So it's a non-
should be a lot
Not
of
a blue
fun.
skill.
So we're using rope, so we get.
It's not a blue skill.
Get a
Well,
reroll.
it would still be a blue skill for you.
So you need to beat a 3.
7.
All right, and we have to make 2
come
checks.
on.
5.
Oh shit.
3.
Oh shit.
5.
Dice
Dice off.
Oh, you're using the rope reroll. Gotcha.
16.
19.
Or 19, yes.
15. Nice. Thankfully, you had the rope. You're going down. You slip. You
Uh-oh.
lose your footing.
I have a bad feeling about
But
this.
luckily, you grab onto the rope and you make it down without
climb
any
down
more
with your
Can you
problems.
just jump down?
How far is it?
Too far to jump.
Does he take reduced damage if he falls since he's used to jumping 1,000,000 feet up in the air?
Nope, not quite. He's pretty big. This will be entertaining. Luckily, you're already hurt terribly bad.
4.
Nice.
3!
You
You
passed
made
the
it
first
down
one.
the first set. Don't know how you pulled that one off, but you did.
3.
You get a reroll with the rope.
Yep.
1! You made it!
I was very concerned about you falling down. Come on, Pope.
Thank Clustus.
Oh boy.
Yes, everybody.
Thank Clustus goes to the
Clustus.
body.
Pray to Saint Clustus. Pray to yourself.
Thank Clustus goes for the belly flop.
4.
6.
Oh, you can't beat that. Never mind.
You can't beat it, and unfortunately, alright. So basically, this is what happens.
Clustus goes for the belly flop.
Block catch
You
him to
lean
reduce
over
his
the
damage.
edge, looking down. Say your prayer to St. Clustus and jump. Unfortunately, it doesn't go the way you thought it would.
Oh, can I catch him and he takes half damage and I'll take half of the damage?
No, Pip, here's the canoe.
No! That's too risky! It might break!
Use his bat. He'll bounce more.
In order to get underneath him, you are going to need to make a resolve roll to make sure you're paying attention.
3.
6. Unfortunately,
I'm sorry.
you were so concerned about your canoe and making sure that he didn't mess it up that
Double checking everything, make sure the wheels are still tight.
you basically you're standing there checking the wheels and you hear this thud. You squeak it a couple more times and then look around. Now, dwarf has 6 vitality, correct?
Yeah.
So you take 1 damage,
Nice.
Ooh. That's the power of clusters.
followed by 6 more.
Oh.
Oh. So you take 1 injury.
Yeah.
It's not so bad, though.
Wait, temporary hit points for the day?
Or
No,
they
they
already
already
used them.
They got shot.
Yeah,
the
they kind of
face.
got shot away from him.
All right, first injury,
Leg.
head injury, knocked out.
So it's more like you did like a swan dive down.
All right, head injury. You always count as having an opening until the injury is healed, and you roll dice 4 for all non-combat skills, which you're already. Oh no, you weren't.
So everyone basically in this party is exhausted, but me.
All right. Yeah, you only guy left.
That's not.
Hopefully, you don't have any big battles coming up.
Oh, this could really suck.
On the plus side,
I'll just kill everything. Yeah.
you have a huge lead against the orcs, who may or may not even have rope.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Pull the rope off the rock that we taught it to get it down so they can't use their rope.
All right.
Then I put it on the canoe again.
What's your plan?
Begin walking.
You want to take lead on this one? I think we're all kind of tired.
Yeah.
And am I knocked out right now?
No. You were knocked out, but eventually you come to.
The power of Christ shall wake you.
You don't feel very good. You have a headache. Your nose is broken. Blood's all over your face. But, you know,
The price of miracles, am I right?
you're alive. That's something.
Most people wouldn't be able to jump off a cliff like that and live.
It was the power of clusters.
Especially if they hit head first.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't least on your neck.
Dwarven fortitude for sure.
No, it's the holy power of Augustus.
Holy power of Clusters. Oh, I see. You're protected by divine interventions.
By myself.
By himself.
Yourself.
It makes total sense in the power of clusters.
If you
I'm
think
just
about
going
it
to
hard
assume he
enough.
has a tough face that he lands on and blocks with.
I mean,
Who
he
needs
was
a
weapon
shield
roll.
when you have a face?
I mean, his face did save him from a bullet earlier today.
Yeah, that's true. He did get shot point blank range.
All right. What's
I
your
went down
plan?
with that pulp movie.
All the damage that you've taken today has went directly to your forehead.
Head on.
Almost done with the Pope-mobile. It's on its way.
Alright. Let's get out of here.
I shall
Orcs
lead, I
will be
guess.
coming.
Yeah.
All
right. As rapidly as you can, continue onward. All right. Your path. You realize you have not found Jerry yet.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's made it back. I already told you that.
Yeah, that's right. Your prayer revealed this to you.
Yeah. Questus revealed this to me.
Oh, he's fine.
He's fine.
As you have, I guess you've crested this foothill, this mountain, this small mountain, and you begin your journey down. You see, kind of at the base of the other side of this mountain are the gnomish meadows. I think the 7 small villages that make up the gnomish lands. Now, the nearest one is the same one that you were in before with Mayor Ebenezer, or
I
Mayor
must cash in
Dr.
my 400 gold.
Ebenezer.
He still owes us money.
He does owe you
Oh,
guys money, a
shit.
lot of
We
it.
should go back, Bob, because they said we can collect next time we're in town.
Oh, yes, but we should probably make post... Wait. The orcs were behind us, the one that wanted to kill the Furblog Mountain. I'm
Well,
assuming that's probably delayed.
And then, was it even them that you
Would
saw?
I assume that
Well,
is
it was a
delayed?
bunch of them. It was like a lot of them.
If they even have, I mean, they're scattered, so they won't be able to march on
Okay.
Furbolg
The
Mountain.
Furblog Mountain is safe for now. What was the other mission we were supposed to... We were supposed to return a planet.
to Leia, and then we were supposed to go
That'd take
get
us 3
the Cold
weeks.
Stone guy and punch him in the face.
Which guy?
Guy you
The
want
guy who
punch.
makes ice cream.
Oh, yeah!
Cold Stone Creamer, I think was
That's right, yeah.
Okay, let's go get more money to build my church.
Yeah. I think we need to start charging members of the church too, like 50 gold a day.
Wow.
Just a suggestion.
Well, the power of Clusters no longer compels me. I found a new congregation to go with.
I whispered that to him.
Since you're the first member, you're exempt from that.
Yeah, the originals. Me, you, and Clusters don't have to pay.
Oh, that's good.
And possibly other people in this party.
I don't know.
Depends if the Northern Rocks wants to join.
Do we allow gifts? Do we allow gifts in this congregation?
I mean,
There are demon kids.
do you really think Clusters minds if demons are joining his church?
I could care less as long as I have a congregation.
He just wants to follow him. He doesn't care who it
What
is.
do you think? Yeah.
I try to recruit
Orcs.
That
There
is
should only be
true.
one race. We should all
Furbolgs?
No,
we only all have 3 races.
as in just people. Not like different varieties of people. We should all be one.
Except the elves. Elves
Yeah.
aren't welcome.
Those are very annoying.
Alright, let's continue to Evergrove.
The sun begins to set as you arrive at the Gnomish Meadows. What would you like to do?
Investigate to see if the Gnomish Meadows has been trampled by mammoths.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you are viewing it, the mammoths themselves didn't run over the mountain. They went up and around. So none of the mammoths came this way at all.
Oh, perfect!
Is the village pillaged by goblins?
No, they
Okay.
have not been pillaged by goblins either.
Are we in the meadow or are we in Evergrove?
No.
Meadow.
No, don't Gnomish Meadows.
Evergrove's still a couple days
Just
journey.
look
And it's
around to see anything out of the
elvish.
ordinary.
It looks exactly like how you left it.
Okay, go straight to the bank.
Straight
a
to
couple days
the
away.
bank.
Oh, wait, no, we're going. Oh,
Yeah,
I
these
had counts all mixed up.
Yeah. You're in the one with all the different colored doors.
All wrong.
I will take
And
off my orcish disguise.
Dr. Ebenezer.
I will go
Finally.
to the hospital
Finally.
with the clerics and have them heal my other chest injury.
Alright. That will take 10 gold if you have
And then
it.
you can have the amulet for your head.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Well, it is a head injury.
Being exhausted cured by going to the bar and drinking.
You know
I
what?
think that would work.
That sounds like a spectacular idea, Biff.
Maybe just never have to
And
roll
then I will
for
go to
anything.
bed.
I want to make my crafting roll tonight, in other words.
You want to make your crafting roll?
Without making it at
Oh,
sport.
the answer to that is no. Unfortunately, you're gonna have
If
to
I
wait a
go
day.
and pay 10 gold for them to cure my exhaustion.
Oh, well, you could do that.
It's almost worth it.
Pay 10 gold just so you get a crafting roll. It's a little extreme. You you could have it cured exhaustion. That is certainly fine.
They cure it for 5 gold.
5 gold
All right,
for,
okay.
for exhaustion.
You're exhausted, my son. You're fine now.
Will they give him cocaine?
Here,
All right.
snort this magical white
You go to
powder.
the bank. What do
Yes.
you want to say? Do when you get
I go listen to them.
Give them the 400 golden note and say, pay up in the name of the clusters.
They look at the note. The gnome pushes his spectacles up higher, whips out this huge magnifying glass. Make sure you can read all the fine print. Ha! Seems like everything is in order. Lucky for you! The town has recently collected some taxes. I can pay a little of this.
A
See
little?
how much?
Crosses out the 400, but it's like
a gold piece.
385.
Just like I'll roll a dice 20, you get 1 gold.
Let's see.
If I roll a 20.
If I roll a 20.
We will
Take an axe and
roll
divide it into pieces for each person.
Uh-huh.
87!
Ooh.
87 gold coins.
So,
He scratches off the 400, writes in the new number.
Which is
That is owed.
319.
okay.
Slides over the 87 gold
How did you
coins.
get 19 out of 87?
Yeah.
3-3.
What? 87? I thought he said 89.
It's 87.
Oh, never mind.
23.
323.
23.
323.
Jeez.
3-13.
No, that's 317.
It's 3-13.
So it's 80,
Oh,
87
yeah,
gold,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
You get
That's why I'm not a
87.
math major.
313.
I don't like numbers a lot.
13 plus 87 is 100.
Luckily, you're a businessman. You don't need to deal with numbers.
91
Numbers are
gold.
not in my vernacular. I don't even really know what
I was
numbers
much
are.
happier with my original estimation.
Yo, why are y'all trying to make him go down?
So I asked the bank exactly how long will it take to pay off this whole thing?
That will depend on how quickly the taxes are collected.
On average.
On average, this one or just the city's tab?
This one is
The-
all we care about.
Yeah, this,
Well,
this
it
one.
depends because if someone else comes in first before you, I mean, it could be. I mean, you're actually quite lucky.
If I cap out in this bank, how long will it take?
If you can't, well, you can't camp out in the bank.
Cap outside the bank slightly.
You could do that, I suppose, and we could hope for rain.
Oh, rain.
Well, you would not be able to bathe, clearly. So, rain
Does
would
it
be
look
helpful
like
for
you
those of
bathed
us
in
who
it?
work inside. I would say 6 months tops.
Jesus.
I leave.
17 gold each, by the way.
With the note.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can have 19 of that because you went and did it.
So how much for?
Wait.
17 for everyone else, 19 for
Okay.
Clestis. Paid the tax to be able to make crafting rolls, so I hope this works.
Okay, okay, it's at night now.
Yes, you guys
I
go
want
to
my
the
chemical
tavern.
components real quick.
Can I go to the temple, actually?
Oh, sure.
Oh crap. Was that amulet charged up?
Oh, it's not
No.
charged yet.
Oh,
It'll
never mind.
charge in the morning.
I won't go to the temple quite yet.
Alright.
I want to buy chemical components.
Isn't it like way late in the
They're
evening?
1 silver each,
It's
raw.
nighttime, so we're going to have to charge you for your room and board. That is going to be, I believe, a
Isn't
silver.
that
One gold pieces.
Isn't that 1 gold for everyone?
I think so.
I'll get this one, gents.
After we're all rich again.
I still attempt to make my crafting roll for the night, even though I'm really bad at it.
I don't think we've ever gotten this well at getting gold in any other quest we've ever done.
Truth.
So I only roll dice 10. I'm rolling a dice 10 versus mage components, which I believe is a
Six.
dice 6.
Mage components. Should be dice 6. 6!
Of course. I get a reroll because I have an alchemy kit.
4.
Unfortunately, nothing. And Clestis, you are making a relic.
Actually, I'm gonna try to make a holy waddle.
Hollow some more ground.
6!
I am trying to craft first chem. Come on. 5.
1.
Yes! Oh, I have a sprocket!
One of the two you owe me.
Oh, I'm spending it. I guess I could get a defibrillator.
What is the cost of, what is the sale price of sprockets?
Oh, do they sell sprockets?
No.
No,
Oh,
but what
it's-
is the selling price of sprockets?
Probably buy one for 10 gold if you are at the Dwarf Mountain. They're the
need
only
to-
places that buy
Well.
and sell them.
You owe me 20 gold. 5.
Wait, you still got one of your sprockets, right? only have
No,
one.
I gave you both of my sprockets
okay.
I had remade. I'll let, out of good faith, I'll let you.
I hand you 20 gold.
Okay. 43 gold now.
Alright.
Man, you're all poor.
You're relaxing at the tavern, enjoying the tavern music, which...
We're playing.
I'll
current.
spend it on stuff for the party, like defibrillators and stuff.
Oh, I keep mine to myself.
That's
How
why
much
we're
gold do we
poor.
get?
Hey, I did pay for the rooms tonight, so
Wow.
Yeah.
Spend the 1 gold.
yeah, you should all feel generous to me. You should all be
Actually, I'll give Pip 10 gold back because he is my cult
so.
Yeah, taxes from the church and dividends already. I feel like Dr. Ebenezer, you just tax the crap out of people lower than you.
While you were enjoying yourself at this apparently quite regal tavern,
We stop the music then.
Quite an upscale tavern here.
I'm sleeping.
all right, you're upstairs sleeping.
I just keep hearing the building shake every time.
Plus, is preaching in the hole.
You you begin just sitting at the bar, enjoying yourself, just chit chatting, and one of you notices a scraggly elf, hunched shoulders, a wine-sodden jerkin, and an empty knife scabbard hangs at his belt. It's kind of an interesting sight. I mean, it's an elf in an gnomish tavern to begin with. It's kind of unusual.
And
so, of course,
people real quick.
he points at him, and you can all look at this guy.
Detect evil. First time he says, detect evil.
Nothing. He's definitely not a zombie, and he's not a necromancer.
Can I detect the white elves with the
Oh yeah, probably.
So he's not one of those.
Yeah. Plus, of course, he's got bronze skin, so he's
Makeup.
clearly not
Bronze
white. He approaches several tavern goers, but they wave him off before he even finishes his words. His darting eyes kind of glance about like a hunted animal, but only for a moment. Then those eyes come to rest on you. He flashes this big smile. And you can see a blemished black dot where one of his teeth is missing in the smile. This is quite an unusual looking elf, that is for certain. And he approaches you with as if you were his best friends. Let's see, who does he approach at?
That's obviously.
Clearly, he takes one look at the gunslinger and assumes you are the man in charge.
Obviously, I'm always the man in charge.
And he says, "Boy, do I have a business proposition for you!
Do you now? Does it pay well?
But it will cost you
Oh, wait a minute. If I'm the one costing.
1,200 gold coins. That's all it will cost you. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Such a good business proposition. That's all? Truly,
Maybe.
truly, that is all. I happen to know someone who is looking to sell a giant ruby. It's worth almost 2,000. So think about it. You could make almost 1,000 gold. All you'd have to do is take it somewhere far from here and sell it. He's a friend. Well, I wouldn't call him a friend, but I guess I wouldn't not call him a friend. And I guess I wouldn't not call him not a friend either, but let's just say he's a business colleague of mine.
Describe this man.
What color cloak does he wear?
He kind of looks at you. Do you know of this guy?
Don't listen to
His
him.
name is Greycloak, one of my friends.
Oh,
But don't
yeah.
let the name be deceived. He wears a blue cloak. I know what you're thinking. Clever.
Yeah, but sure. Well, as
Well, I guess I'm not.
You
in
know-
this conversation.
I would like to arrange a buy with this man.
He's looking to offload this ruby. He wants to do it soon, and he wants to do it for cheap. 1,200 gold. That's all you need, and it'll be yours. Suddenly, he's interrupted by the tavern keeper. Hey! This is a gnome, of course. One of the gnomes. Kind of scuttles up to him. He's got his bar rag that he uses to clean the bar mugs. Weasel! He calls him. You know you're not allowed in here. Get yourself out of here. The elf, apparently called Weasel, turns to him and says, "What? It was a joke! You know it, and it wasn't my fault." It doesn't matter, he starts whacking him with the rag. Eventually just pushes Weasel
Can I
outside.
follow?
Yeah, you can follow.
I'll follow now.
Alright, so you guys are outside. Weasel kind of dusts himself off. He still has wine soaked on his jerkin. Well, I never. A man of the court treated like that. What do you want to say to him?
Let's say I'd like to arrange a buy with you. very interested in this ruby that you have come across.
Certainly. 1,200. Shouldn't be too difficult. We could probably do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'll meet you here, and I'll bring you to him. How does that sound?
That sounds pretty good to me.
Can't even believe he remembered that. Oh well.
Oh well, farewell to the morning then.
Alright, I'll meet you back here then. Kind of looks around. Okay.
No? Something the matter?
Well, he just threw me out of the tavern, and I already paid for a room.
That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, I'm in my room trying to craft.
I'll flip him a gold and say, well, here's your
Miserably.
reimbursement.
Thank you. Thank you, kind sir. I'll find another place.
Farewell to the morning.
Smoke coming out of the window.
Alright, anything else you'd like to do before morning?
Go back in and tell him that we're going to business arrangement in the morning.
Sleep and get rid of fatigue.
Alright.
Could have just paid 5 gold for that, real cheap. Yeah, I went to the church and got him to heal my fatigue.
Shit!
I would have still had the same outcome.
Here, guys, try this white powder. It should wake you right up.
Oh.
How does Clustus feel about white powder in the church?
Why not?
Or I'll try it.
All right, there'll be a big desk on the in the church. There'll be a big desk of white powder. Everybody, get your sniff in before service. Oh, all right. Ready for that gospel?
Alright, come morning. And,
Coke.
Alright, I guess you wake up and you're waiting in the tavern for Weasel to show up.
What about her?
Okay, can I go do my own thing?
Since the toadkin was
Yes, if you
sleeping,
want
we informed the toadkin of our plan.
Wait. Did the amulet reach hold?
Yes.
Well, then it immediately gets consumed because it was on your head.
Oh, wait, hold on. You gotta equip it for a full 24 hours.
Wait, didn't he have it equipped for 24?
Oh, yeah. Well, you could have just left it up. No. It's not going to recharge till the morning. You're wrong.
Well, that's something.
That's
that
why we
more
kept
than
putting it on my head because I kept charging it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's unfortunate.
Well,
See, next time you just leave it on the same person's head, and then you put it on somebody to use the charge, and then you put it back on your own.
Oh, no, that wouldn't work either.
Well,
As
that's
soon
what
as you
we're
take it,
doing.
as soon as you take it off, it
okay,
reset the
timer.
timer, yeah.
I'll just move the amulet then.
Yeah.
It'll be done by tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
You can just preach on the side.
Okay, so I just go. Can I go to the temple real quick anyways?
Yes.
Okay.
Off to the temple.
Or you could get it healed at the temple and then have an extra charge next time it charges.
So, no.
If you pay for temple services, you can roll the temple's dice value regardless of what your value is.
Temples.
Yeah, the temple service. What kind of temple they got here?
Just
Like
the
how
standard.
The standard. So you would roll a DOS 10,
Dice 10.
and it only costs 1 gold, I believe.
Pay 1 gold, you get a dice 10 crafting roll.
Okay.
Regardless of what yours is.
Yeah. So
You basically
don't
hire
put
the
it
priests
into
to
this account.
craft you a relic.
I should have tried that.
They use altar dice 10.
Or you can just buy the relic for
No.
10 gold.
It's 20.
Oh, it's 20. Ouch. Ouch.
Oh, can I try to craft a relic in the temple?
Yes, if that's what you want to do
Is that
today.
what we're doing
Yeah.
today?
Well,
Crafting?
anyone that wants to craft can craft.
I
Anyone
need
that
to
wants to
know what I'm
go
doing.
meet up
I
That's a
told you all
business
about
proposition.
the business
Great clothes.
arrangement.
We're doing a business arrangement today?
with Grey Cloak. Remember the guy who
Okay,
shot
I
the guy
reinform
the-
everybody. We have a business arrangement, guys. Everybody.
Yeah,
I go to the temple anyways.
I don't craft
It
because I
appears-
gotta kill Grey Cloak.
It appears our friend has come back to life. This is like a Craigslist ad. Someone steals your stuff, you find it on Craigslist, you go confront them again.
You're gonna say it, you go murder. him.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Fair enough.
But it appears our friend Grey Cloak has reappeared.
Oh, well.
And is trying to sell us the gem.
Perhaps we should pay him a visit with cold steel.
Yes, we were waiting for some guy to come back.
Okay.
Yes.
Weasel. When Weasel comes back.
So you are all gonna wait for Weasel?
Except I'm gonna go.
Except
with
you're
that.
leaving.
I will, depending on how long it takes, I will just sit here and craft until
All right,
Weasel
he-
shows up.
The dwarf leaves not much longer after Weasel shows up. And, of course, the tavern keeper sees Weasel walk in and begins a yelling tirade at him. Weasel, you're not allowed in here. You are not wanted. Now get! Get!
I yell at the tavern keeper, we're leaving. We'll be leaving.
Alright, so you all go with Weasel. Weasel,
Seems like a bad individual.
the wine has now dried, but the stain is still there. I cannot believe that he even remembers what happened to her.
What did you do?
Oh, a little scuffle involving the elven princess.
Everybody's had a little scuffle.
This is the no. Why would the elven princess be in the gnomish lands?
Well, you
At
see,
this bar!
Why would the gnomes be mad about it?
She really likes gnomies, man. She really likes her gnomies.
well, let me tell you exactly what happened, so you'll know I'm innocent. I walked up to the elven princess, as I'm wont to do, and I turned her into a beast to scare the other royals. It was hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
Well,
Okay.
it would have been more hilarious,
I'm not even mad at Weasel.
except
Wait.
that there was this red-bearded, hot-tempered dwarf nearby, and like most dwarfs, he was too dense to realize the illusion that I had cast right in front of his face. He goes and punches the princess right in the face!
Oh.
Can you imagine that?
I love Rogue.
Wait a second. That happened at the royal court. What could this guy be talking about? He's scratching his head for a minute. It was a while ago. Yeah, I'm not at the royal court anymore. Huh. Suddenly it dawns on him. He's like, ah! I know! He kind of like leans into you guys. It was a couple weeks ago. I wanted to play a little joke. So I cast an illusion. And I made everyone think that the toilet was the sink and the sink was the toilet! You should have seen their faces!
I'm gonna clap my hands at this because I also have the illusion spell. So I'm like, man, that is brilliant. Like, kudos to you.
They don't let me back in there, though.
As you go cast it on the toilet.
Clearly.
I am contemplating doing just that. Although I need to get mage components first.
Anyways, I'm still mad at that dwarf, and if I ever see that bandana again, I don't even know what will happen, but it won't be good. He got me thrown out of the royal court and exiled from the elvish lands. Can you imagine?
Wow, that's a really unfortunate story.
As if the princess even knew what was happening. She's a little, out there, if you know princesses. She can't really talk. Wanders around with a blank stare. In either case,
Stare?
I seem to remember somebody with this description.
Yeah, this is a little,
Oh.
Yeah. Blank stare, huh?
Follow me.
All characters know nothing about that.
Yes, I know.
follow me. I'll show you where we're going. What would you like to do while they're wandering?
Okay, so if I craft it like in the temple, it won't be affected by my head injury.
Nope, it won't. You basically just ask them what you want and they craft it for
Okay,
you.
doing that. 1 gold, is it?
It's a nice 10 roll.
Temple 1 gold.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
What are you crafting?
We got like, long run, it costs 30 gold. It'd be cheaper to just try and.
Do we all get a crafting roll?
Well, if you get it.
If you want to
your
stay
wisdom
back.
days.
Do I want to stay
If you
back?
want to stay back, but then you won't get to confront Grey Cloak.
Oh, I will confront.
Well,
I have
There's very few things more important than crafting, and confronting Grey Cloak is one of them.
Oh, getting back to totally got
Ruby.
Alright,
He's
Nice.
full of payment.
here we go. 6!
6.
How could you not care?
Dice off for the holy relic. Oh,
Dicing off for the holy relic.
6.
9!
Oh, nice!
Oh!
He's got one.
A holy relic.
Wait, I thought you already did it. That's what object. I thought you had the Grail.
No, it's a relic.
Oh.
I can cast a miracle then.
Oh, cool. Nice. Now you can really prove that the Church of Questus is worth following. Just blow it right away, right in front of a bunch of people. Just gather a crowd and then cast a miracle.
Holy Avenger will just
All I
kill
gotta do is
everyone.
Oh.
Okay, but then can I do
one
multiple crafting things though too?
No, just one shot, and it takes all day.
And then I buy.
You can do another one tonight, but that might be.
Then
depending
I'll
on what
buy
happens.
2 holy waddles, so that's 12 gold. Plus an anointing oil. I'll wait with the anointing oil. But
Alright.
I'll buy 2 holy waddle. So
While he's crafting, Weasel brings the rest of you
1 holy
to
waddle.
an unusual part of town. You've never been here before. It's a really curious gnomish hovel. Quite large. In fact, if I was to describe it as anything, it would be like a gnome apartment. So, imagine an apartment
Short and difficult to stand.
shaped like Frodo's house. Now, something seems strange about this building, and you can't quite put your foot on it, but you can roll cunning, and we'll see what happens.
Could I stand up in it?
You probably can't stand up fully. 5, 4, cunning, yes.
3.
3,
1.
obviously.
It could have been like 2, and then he rolls like a 1.
Alright, so one thing you do realize about this area is that it's this apartment-sized hovel is much different than the other hovels, and it's actually isolated from all of the other ones. In fact, one thing that's kind of unusual is that it has a large garden complete with like a fountain with carved marble statues. And the hovel and the grounds, which are kept quite nicely, are gated. So you can't even get in it. It's one of the things that was unusual because none of the other gnome houses have gates. This is the first gate you've seen. And there's this gate completely surrounding this isolated building. So it's all a little unusual. And the gate is it's designed to be pretty, but also keeps people out. It's quite tall, and there's these like weird hooks kind of at the top. They don't look dangerous, but they're almost like carved like flowery type metal. It would be hard to get over. So let's see. Oh, and one last thing is that there's a well-worn path in the grass leading from this hovel to the bustling part of town. And you happen to know that this bustling part of the town, you do recognize it because I think several of you were here when you brought Dr. Ebenezer here. You brought him to the church to get healed. So the church is really close nearby, and the path seems to be going in that direction. So, Weasel, he kind of gazes about as he approaches the gate on this fence.
Man, I need wilderness magic so I can polymorph people and just got retarded names into the actual animals.
He kind of holds up his hand, casts a magical spell, and the gate
Drops his...
unlatches. Kind of swings open. And he says, "Come on, quick, before we're seen, let's go." And he dashes in.
I will dash after him with all of my 8 dexterities.
I'll jump through.
Roll walk in.
Be like, you just belly flop.
He dashes-
I'll just dimension door into the...
He dashes up to this giant apartment-like hovel, and there's a round window. He kind of peers inside, and the first one... Who was the first one that followed? I think you... Wasn't over
I don't know. I'm invested in this right now. So
He says, "Look, inside."
I will look.
You kind of peer inside. What you see... And he says, "Look inside, do you see him?" You peer inside, and actually you see Greycloak. Just for a split second, and he opens this door, walks in the door, and shuts it behind him.
That's too bad.
Let's see. As you're looking inside, you can tell this is like an older type of hovel. It's decorated with stone floors. There's stone shelving holding many old books. There even appears to be an altar of sorts, or some kind of shrine to some kind of god that you're not sure about. There is an opening that leads to a hallway that leads to the rest of the apartments.
Who would be unsure about questions?
There's also a door in there, and that was the door that Greycloak went through. Weasel says, "We're to meet him here. If I can get this blasted window open." You can see he's got a blade out. The tip's been broken off, and he's struggling to undo the latch.
I don't think we're buying it from Great
Um,
Cloak.
Oh no.
Or yours 10 to craft and open it.
I have a question.
For it?
Yeah.
10.
You just undo the latch lift.
Never
He's
mind.
like, dang it, I only had been
Can I
taller.
ask him? Why are we going through the window?
We don't want to be seen until it's until we're ready. Just
Ready? As you mean, are we robbing?
not entirely true. Not entirely false. Let's go.
Okay.
We are acquisitioning as champions
Reacquire.
of justice.
All right. He's like, get in, get in. He points to the firbolg. It's a smaller window, and he says, why don't you stay here for a moment?
He's like a
I
squid.
suppose a spellcast would alert everybody in the compound to our presence.
What's that?
A spellcast would alert everyone in the
Yeah.
compound to our presence.
Maybe not. It depends on how close they are. If they're right outside the room, probably. If they're down the hall behind a closed door, maybe not.
Silence doesn't actually silence stuff.
Not particularly.
It just stops you from casting.
In essence, true.
Okay. Alright.
All right. So who's jumping in? You're going in.
I'll go in.
You're going in.
I'll follow reluctantly.
The two of you
yes.
can slip in, but it might be a little bit harder.
We just compress his fat down, like just
I'll
squish
just
it,
wait here.
like shove him in there.
What do you want? You could, like, between the furball and weasel, they could like try and get you to squeeze through. Getting back out might be a little bit harder, but
I'll wait out here.
Watch Grey Cloak walk in and just kind of be like,
I mean, honestly, the less people in there, the less people they can find.
I can just imagine Duant being like a squid and fitting through a space, just smaller than himself.
just don't ribbit, you might expand too much.
all right.
He pops.
Obadiah and Dayon, what do you guys do? You're inside.
I will look for the ruby.
So, how's your canoe coming?
You start looking around. Obviously, there's no ruby here. Weasel whispers in. We have to go through that door. Grey Cloak is expecting us. Just use the secret. I guess the secret handshake.
What is it?
It's he kind of is like, put your arm through the window. I'll show it to you.
Okay.
So he kind of
But
does this.
I'm in there with him.
Hold on, hold on.
Is he not going in?
Grey Cloak hasn't gone in yet.
Here's-
He's outside with these two.
Weasel.
Weasel hasn't gone in.
Oh,
Grey
okay.
Cloak's
Have
outside.
him show me the handshake.
Okay, he shows you the handshake. It's kind of this weird
Okay, I
thing,
got
but
it.
you got it. After
I
two
grab
tries.
Weasel and throw him through the window.
I look at Weasel and go,
All right,
You
so I got
one-
it. Why is he expecting us?
What?
"Not. This
I
is
don't.
robbery."
I think Weasel is lying to us.
But at this point, we found Grey Cloak, so that's kind of all that matters. But Weasel, you say, we just
I'll
play
trust him.
along.
All right, I'm gonna go find Grey Cloak.
Okay.
Look, Weasel, why don't you make the introductions? You were the one who brought us here.
Him and I. Remember the part about us not being complete friends, but that we are business partners?
That's cool. I was just gonna
It
drag
would
you
might
there.
be best if I remain out of sight.
I don't trust a man out of sight. You're gonna come with. I grab him by the collar.
He's like, okay, fine, let's go.
Actually, I point my pistol at him too. I make these introductions.
All right. So where do you guys go?
We go to find Grey Cloak.
Hallway?
Grey Cloak walked
Wait.
through the doorway.
Can we open the front door for them to walk in?
Oh, you'd have to go down the hallway and find your way to the front door, but you
And
probably
if there's
could.
another person in the house, then we're caught. You guys just follow.
All right, we'll go.
Yeah, Grey Cloak went through the doorway. There
Okay.
is also a hallway going in the opposite direction.
Imagine you all eventually find your way in. We'll go follow Grey Cloak.
All right, through the doorway.
Sure. Just
Because Scott said hallway for some reason. I just wanted to make sure he didn't mean
Well,
hallway.
I'm gonna go wherever we need to go.
Follow Grey Cloak.
You're
Okay.
following Grey
Yes.
Cloak, correct?
Yeah.
Grey Cloak or
Grey Cloak.
we did the secret handshake already?
No.
No.
Follow Grey Cloak through the door.
We're following Grey Cloak
Yes.
through the door. And we're going to meet Grey Cloak. Alright, the two of you go through the door. Grey Cloak Weasel follows behind, but as he's shutting the door behind him, he quickly opens it and looks to you guys and starts doing like this weird thing, like
Weasel?
yeah,
Like,
Weasel
is he
does.
running or is he laughing?
It looks like he's laughing and he's trying to point and he's trying to tell you guys something is really funny, but you can't figure it out. Seconds later,
Okay.
you begin hearing these high-pitched female screams.
Oh my god.
Female gnome screams.
You're
And-
awful.
Obadiah and Dayon suddenly realize that they have walked into
A brothel.
the gnomish nunnery.
Oh.
And this is their bathhouse.
That's definitely not the brothel. Why is that so weird?
He's not.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
He's like,
God.
Weasel's giggling and running for the window. And he's diving through the window and he's like, I just had to do that because it's hilarious.
I punch him in the face.
I follow.
You guys are running as these like
I'm not
gnomish
gonna
nuns are
I'm
wrapping
gonna
towels.
telekinesis Weasel back into the bathhouse.
They're calling for the paladin guards and
Oh,
other things.
shite.
Can we dart back out the
You
window?
closed the door.
How far is my line of... Is there a window close by?
Yes, there's a window.
I will stare out the window and dimension door as far away as possible.
You're caught.
He's like, Weasel's like, we gotta go, guys! Hurry before the cops show up!
Yeah,
I'm totally gone.
We're gone.
What are you doing? You're still in the.
I said I'm gone. I jumped out with him.
Yeah.
Do I have hold person?
And while you guys are running
I was gonna
away,
shoot him.
Like, this guy needs to be...
He's
hidden
out
by
of sight
now.
range of both of you. He closed the
I
door
just
after you just went
imagine
in.
all these midget gnome paladins coming over.
Of course.
yeah, they're ringing the bells at the nunnery. Like, dong, 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 alert, alert, find the sick criminals, etc., etc. While you're running, Weasel's like, I can't believe they fell for that. All right, let's go really meet Grey Cloak. He's waiting for us outside the town because he's not. He's like, do you think he's gonna bring a stolen ruby to town and sell it? You guys are crazy. It's this way.
Do I hear the bells ringing at all?
Yes, you do. And the people in the church are going, what's going on? What's wrong at the nunnery? So they actually send some guards from the church, some of the paladins and clerics, out to try and figure out what's going on.
This is a sign from the Clusters.
The priests, of course, stay there and continue helping you. So, Weasel is now leading you out of town. And
We're all back together again now, right?
yes, except for Clestis, who's still
yeah,
crafting.
well.
Weasel leads you off into a grove nearby. Clearly, something.
needs to be punished.
I thought about executing him.
And
Calm down.
of course, he laughs the entire way there, and he's like to you guys, "You should have seen the look on their faces with all the naked nuns. It was
Never,
priceless."
ever unseen that.
Man,
I'll
I
give
need
him another
another
half
portal
off.
stone. I would portal him back into the nun bathhouse so fast. It'd be worth it.
Before any
Really?
transactions take place, you need to cast Dispel Magic if you have it.
Only you were your last character, you can portal stone into the one nice special cave.
It was like, it only cost me one spell component.
I'll hand
I
him
do
one
not
last
have
spell.
this.
I pretty much had something like that. But
I only have counter magic and or counter defense, and I have you can't mess with me.
yeah, I can literally dispel one spell cast within sight range, but I was.
I can deny
So
everyone
you
with
guys-
casting spells
Are showing up to meet Grey Cloak.
in sight range.
How do you want to do this?
Well, I want him to go find Grey Cloak and we'll wait behind, and then when we see a Grey Cloak, we kill him.
I
We
would
don't have
like
1,000
to
gold.
disguise myself as the black cloaked person who was at the meeting.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yes.
The difficult thing would be trying to get a black cloak
That's fine.
using tree leaves.
That's fine. I will pull this off.
Do I have your garb?
I mean, it's dice 8 versus dice 20. I'm fine. It'll work.
Well, this one's going to be a dice 100, considering
This is a
there's-
dice 8 versus dice 100. It'll be fine. I got this.
Okay.
considering there is no dark clothing unless you can think of something to use.
Well, he's got his dark suit. Could you
I
rip
do
that
have a
up?
dark suit.
That's what I meant. You got your garb, your dark garb.
We can use that. That will work.
If you
It's
want
better
to
than
rip it.
using leaves. Dice 20 it is.
7.
8.
Ah!
Shite!
Your disguises have finally failed you. I mean, you pulled off something, but whatever you got,
Close. It was close.
you're not the same looking dude as the guy that.
But I'm also not the same looking dude that he knows.
That's true, but the rest of you look exactly like, especially the one that shot him.
With a blunderbuss.
He's going to remember the guy that shot him.
I
with
have a
one
plan,
blast.
though. I have a plan. When this fails and goes south, I will retreat with Grey Cloak, and he will assume I'm an ally.
Alright. So. You guys are all hiding, correct? And he went to go get Grey Cloak. And.
Maybe you should cast an illusion and have an illusion meeting with him.
Sure enough, Grey Cloak does appear. Grey Cloak holds up the ruby, and it is, from the distance you can see, it is definitely the ruby that you guys had and was stolen from you. You see the golden, you can't read it from this distance, but the golden inscriptions of, this is the sacred stone of Evergrove. The one that cannot ever be stolen. That's the one you guys stole. And
The one that can't be stolen. That's the one you guys stole. That's the one.
That please be told to Applegrove.
and he's standing here waiting for you guys to reveal yourself.
Or should we just sprint
I'll
and
walk
kill
out.
him?
Weasel walks out and he says, "Do we have a deal?" He's still holding the thing up. "We just need your 1,200 gold and all will be well."
I only
around
deal
the
in
side.
person. I'd like to meet Mr. Grey Cloak to come out.
Well, Grey Cloak is a little shy and you have your item. Place your gold on the ground and I can bring you
Oh,
your...
that's not how men do deals around here.
Grey Cloak.
I walk out and I challenge Grey Cloak.
What was
to
the
deal.
name? What was the name of the giant you were hired to kill?
He's like...
He was
Weasel
hired to
turns
kill a
around,
giant.
kind of confused. Grey Cloak kind of looks up. "What do you mean?"
You were hired to kill a giant by Dr. Ebenezer, were you not?
"I was."
And what happened when you tried to kill this giant?
He's kind of looking around. He's a little bit
Can I
suspicious.
sneak around while this is going on?
Yeah, you can try to.
Trying to figure out if it's an illusion.
4 and I have a dark suit. 4.
Dark suit 4.
Yeah. Good. Great Cloak. Come on.
Yeah, but how would the elf know all this? You'd
He
have to
might-
see it physically.
4 dice off.
And how would Grey Cloak know the name of the giant?
Yeah, Grey
Fair
Cloak
enough.
just doesn't.
Well, that's why I'm trying to ask why. What happened?
As
when
you're
you tried to kill
sneaking
a giant.
this way, Grey Cloak looks and sees you. Suddenly, that ring is no longer being held up. You're not sure where it is. He
Can
said
I
it did
cast-
not go as planned.
A spell?
Yeah, why is that? I step out.
I would like to cast a spell.
Sure.
I'm
Let's
keeping
start
it
with
sight
combat.
range. Okay.
Wonderful.
Are we doing initiative?
Just love the
Resolve.
Let's get him. Don't let him retreat.
It's not terrible, I guess.
Alright. Let's see, we're starting with
I've never gone first.
Piff
Probably never will.
2 on 2, Dayon 5, Clustis
I'm not Bill.
is not there. Obadiah, what'd you get for
3.
3?
Goddamn.
And
That
kind of see how you're guys pulling into the
I
temple.
kind of
on
forgot
strip.
this whole time that I had paranomic jets, so I could have had 4 of my movement this whole time that I forgot to do.
all right. Dayon, what do you want to do?
I challenge to come out from behind this bush. And, well, let's see, actually, at this point, I think I'll just raise my caliber and shoot him. Twice.
All right, fire.
One. That didn't work.
1 to hit.
Yeah.
Opening. That places an opening on you.
Should just use the mortar bow so I was going to get an opening.
I mean, you didn't know you were gonna roll one.
Right. Powder was a little wet.
And I guess he gets to dodge.
Dice off.
That would be a dice off.
19.
20!
Oh.
Quite dodged.
Well, still got a second shot.
Second shot.
3. This is unfortunate.
3.
Can't roll today.
No.
Now you know what it's like to be one of us that doesn't just roll a 20 every time they roll.
Obadiah, you are up.
So I'm going to have my typical spells up for my focus, which would be Eldritch Orbs and Empower Magic, because they're OP as shit. And I will generate a casting token
All right.
and whip an orb at his face.
All right.
8 damage.
He
gets armor?
Disgusting.
He doesn't have any armor
Oh,
on,
get fucked.
but he can burn stealth.
Well, it's
Token?
auto hit.
Yes.
Dice off.
Oh, auto dice off. Oh,
17.
19! Ow! He dodges your magic
I can't believe he did that!
missile!
feels bad.
Duant.
I mean, next round he's dead, so. Magic missile, so OP.
You should allow me to have a telepathic.
That's not-
language.
That's not.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, he's being
I
all
know
smart
who it
and
is.
stuff.
I have one katana out at this point. So
He's
I'm gonna
being
roll
a little
dice 14
preemptive
instead of a
here.
D16. Actually, I'm going to headbutt him first.
All right.
Opening.
What? You're killing my friend!
9.
Well, get my spell component off and go kill him.
9 to hit.
Shooting.
Oh
Opening.
my goodness. That, I don't... Oh, no, he can dodge it. He's an elf. 6 hits him.
Opening.
Opening.
Dice 20 with one katana. 9.
Hits.
So instead of a D8, it's a D10.
Wow, that's pretty good.
7 damage.
Oof. Oof.
He's
Oh.
off. That's an injury.
But he does have some armor.
Ooh.
Now reduced by 2. 3, 4, 5. Reduced all of it. Because, yes. Interestingly enough, as you leap down, he holds his hand up, and it creates this magical shield on his arm, and he deflects the shot with his magical shield.
Not bad.
All right, their turn. Here we go. We'll start with hand crossbow shot.
Oh, damn it. Why did I walk out? This could go bad.
Possibly.
For Duant. No, for Dayon.
I do.
Utilizing the opening. 4 to hit.
Come on. Oh, 3.
So that's gonna hurt.
That is going to be 6 damage with the hand
That
crossbow.
actually put me down to 1. Great.
Plus
Uh-oh.
deadly poison effects. So you count as always having an opening. You
Uh-oh.
immediately take 1 injury.
Uh-oh.
And
Badass.
chest injury.
Okay, I'll
And
take that.
you count as poisoned, so at the end of the
Right,
battle,
last time I got poisoned, that was not very
you'll
fun.
take dice 4 more injuries.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
last time I
always-
took 4.
That's always
He
fun.
got wrecked last time. I think he lost 2 arms and a leg and a chest.
Yep. Somehow I was wrapped in web.
and all that happened.
Let's see. What are we going to do? We are going to...
He can't cast a spell on base contact without provoking attack of opportunity.
He's going to have to suffer the attack of opportunity.
So the fun thing about me being a weapon master is if he enters or leaves a square of threatened, I can attack opportunity. So,
So anyone approaching you...
yep.
Get destroyed.
Alright, so I just want to check exactly... See what this does.
All the mana.
Oh, actually on scatter rolls, it's a first block. I roll a day 6, don't I? I think I do.
Yeah, if I go through.
Alright, so he is going to cast a spell. He's going to have to suffer the attacks of opportunity.
Headbutt. 5. Oof.
5, he might be able to dodge this with his amazing 3. No, hits.
Nice.
Get wrecked.
Ah!
19.
Oh my gosh, that was a 20.
That's going to hit.
6 damage.
6 damage.
Break your armor.
So the shield blocks 3 of it, and the armor blocks 4 more.
Dang.
Ching, ching.
Tanky elf.
And here comes his spell. The first thing he's going
Counterspell.
Counterspell.
All right. Dice 6 versus yours.
Dice 8.
3.
3.
Ooh, dice off.
Dice off.
Oh, 3-way dice off!
3-way dice off. 20! He gets the spell off. All right. Here we go.
2 counterspells coming in, still gets it off.
That's rare.
That was a cool.
He
three-way
needed
dice
this
off,
one
though.
because otherwise this would have been a hard fight without him getting this spell off. You guys might have just auto won. So. Here
Should have
we go.
been now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you could have auto stopped it.
Yep.
Too
It
bad.
is. I could auto stop it. At least he'll get 1 round of it and then it'll disappear.
Stone skin.
I can pierce that.
Is that stone skin? I think it is.
All right. So what he is doing is he is casting using his sequencer to
Uh-oh.
cast 4 levels worth of spells.
Oh, somebody might be dead.
Not good.
So he will start by casting Hold Person.
Yeah.
Hold Person will zap the wizard.
No, we don't
preventing
get counterspells per roll on this, do we?
I don't. Nope. I don't.
Okay. We just got
So
it once.
4 turns, the wizard is held.
Crap!
Cannot act for 4 turns.
That's shitty.
That's really bad. That is really bad.
Kind of like a sense of disturbance in the force. And the outskirts of town.
Yeah.
A sense of disturbance in the distance.
I sense a disturbance in my
And
ability to
what
cast
else
spells.
should we do?
Considering I had a casting token and he would have suffered 5 dice 8 damage.
Oh, this one, obviously. Dimension Door.
Hmm.
Damn it.
He's still in range.
Alright. I'll put you
Still in range.
Alright, I think that will be good. I think that is the end for us.
What?
Piff.
Threat.
Alright. How many squares do you away from me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 squares away.
Alright. So I get a free 4 with my jets that I've been forgetting to use this whole time. And then I'll move 6.
Ooh.
And then I spend fuel to move 14 squares. Can I make it to the other one, actually?
Oh, yeah.
Which one? Well,
Great cloak.
he doesn't have armor. I do it to him. If this hits, he's dead. 4 to hit.
4 to hit.
And I'm attacking with 2 weapons. 2 4 to hits.
Alright, so let's use his... It's a melee attack? Is that
Yeah.
what it is? So he can parry
Yeah.
with his dice 12?
Come on.
12.
Damn.
And 4.
Dice off.
6.
18.
Oh.
Dice 12 damage. The jets give me +2 levels of my damage. 9.
9. Alright.
No armor.
That's going to be an injury. Grey Cloak is a human, remember?
Oh crap, I thought he was an elf. I was like, insta-kill.
Alright, here we go.
I think before I get a go, he's going to be gone.
Dayon, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move. 5. How many squares away is that?
Where's the like cushion?
There's a lot of nice chairs.
That's in
My
range
chair's
still.
fairly comfy.
I am switching over to my blunderbuss.
Oh yeah, you guys got
All right.
crappy bumps.
Point, and now I was gonna take a. I always have an opening, so I might as well go for it.
Feels bad.
Alright, next would be Obadiah.
I will tick down my counter one.
Duant, you're up.
I'm gonna turn invisible.
You are
So
invisible.
you roll your resolve, right?
Wait a minute. How does this whole person work?
I think I do that when
It's
I
a level
turn
3 spell.
Invisible,
Yeah, and
And there's nothing you can
you're
do.
just screwed.
And there's nothing to counter it.
Is it when I turn invisible? Or when
So
I
you
turn
have
invisible?
3
I'll
more
try
delayed.
Unless someone else has like dispel magic.
Yep.
Turn invisible. Wait, you don't have to roll at the end of it.
Oh,
I thought you did for all the good ones, but it's just a demon one now.
That might be... Is it automatic for free? You can still make movements and actions.
Yeah, if invisible, you can freely turn invisible,
awesome.
so you can still jump and move. You can just jump at the end just to close distance too.
Move me 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, that's pretty close.
Gosh.
That's pretty close.
So we just dimension duels again, and
True, that is
How'd you get
possible.
over there?
Yeah, but he doesn't even
jumped.
see him.
Oh.
The guy has no idea he's there.
oh, good point.
Wait, can you?
And I get an
I was
opening
one
when
turn
if I'm
away.
in base
Wait,
content.
can you run?
One
For
turn
one more
away.
square?
I could.
From
You do it.
you
That
should've-
he walks away. You get a free attack of opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
So you just run?
Yeah. Just so I can't do anything else.
Because he has no idea you're there. If he moves or casts a spell,
Or cast a spell.
you can wreck it.
Which is actually very good.
I can
because
turn visible, get the opening.
Get the fear. Yep.
I'm completely in the opening.
Oh!
Yeah, you are.
Here we go.
This is gonna hurt.
I forgot he's an elf. Ignores this attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Cast a spell.
I already used the 1. He only does it for the first
Every
one, right?
first.
Yeah.
I already used
No,
it. An
every
attack.
beginning of every turn.
Oh, every turn.
So
Oh, yeah.
he's going to cast a spell. He's going to read a scroll. He happens to have Scroll of Hold Person.
God damn.
Oh my god.
God, who?
And that one is going to
Counter
be...
spell?
I do believe you can counter spell.
3.
Can't Cluster's. Oh, yeah, Cluster's not here.
Where's my six-sided dice? Did I put, oh, it's way over here.
At least I have a valid,
I'll
guys.
put one on him.
4. He got it off.
Dang it.
And 1 turn.
On who?
So you're missing your next turn.
Makes sense because you're the one right in front of the.
And he can use a spell component to re-roll this. It goes up to 2 turns.
Oh, 2 turns on me?
Yep.
Good.
And since you are being held, it counts as a opening token, so the assassin
Let's
is
do
going
it.
to
Try it.
cut throat.
Do I still get dodge? Or parry?
No, you get nothing.
You're being like held in place.
I mean,
Well,
I've gotten
you know-
dodge in a lot weirder circumstances.
I'll give you a dodge
All right.
because it represents
Hit
you
miss.
falling over.
Perfect.
You're held. He gets a dice 20 to
6.
hit. 7.
Oh.
Does 6 damage. Plus poison effects, which actually I'm supposed to roll versus your vitality to apply the poison.
Non.
14. So poison effects will take
Jeez.
place.
Oh. This is not good.
No, not good at all. So you immediately take 1 injury
It's a tough
from
little
poison.
Yeah.
It'd be fine if I.
Yeah, if you were there, no spells would have gotten off. That is going to be a leg injury.
Oh, I don't even use legs.
You don't need
Overrated.
Legs leg day, right?
Yeah, I'll skip leg day every day.
Well, you
Alright.
got your
So
leg
Piff,
advances, don't you?
you would be up, but we skip
much.
your turn. Dayon, you are now up.
You're at 2 turns, Scott.
Well, first I'm gonna move
2.
closer. 3.
We gotta focus one of them down.
3. Alright. So, I'm gonna shoot him with my blunderbuss.
Alright, who are you shooting?
The wizard.
The wizard? Alright.
So that's 2 attacks.
Is this pet armor?
3 on the first one. No, it's just shot.
Damn.
Just 2 attacks on the same target. 3 and 5 he has to beat.
3 and 5. He can dodge. He's an
Yeah.
elf. He has some nice
Which
dodges.
Probably dodge all of it.
4 and 3. So the second one would get by.
Come on. Big damage.
It does be 10, but his armor.
Rolling a 10 would be huge here, though.
8.
Nice.
8 damage.
Yes.
And it does it pen armor?
No.
No.
So he
So
gets,
he gets
armor,
all his shields plus his armors.
which is unfortunate.
So it blocks 2. And 1 damaging his armor. Blocking a total of 3
5
out of 8. Or, I'm sorry, out of 5 damage.
Out of 8.
Out of 8.
He
So,
gets 5 total damage.
so,
Takes an injury? No.
yes, takes his injury.
Finally, I've done
Does
something.
he have a concentration up?
No, not yet.
Oh, you said his armor's broken now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
it's damaged.
his armors. Obadiah, you get your counter click, or your counter tick down.
Tick down.
Duant,
Eventually.
I'm gonna turn visible,
I will.
turn visible,
giving him an opening.
giving him the opening.
But you're not visible yet, are you? You're not visible yet.
He just.
You haven't turned visible yet.
That's what I'm doing.
He's
you're
turning
turning
visible.
I thought you
Yeah.
said turning invisible.
No, I'm
At
turning.
the end of your turn, can you go invisible?
It's a free action.
Oh, it's only.
But I can't do it in base
yeah,
contact,
I can't do
yeah.
it in base contact. That'd be kill him and then go invisible immediately. That'd be sick.
And he's facing the other way, too.
Okay. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna turn visible and headbutt him for damage since he's already got the opening.
All right.
Or you could attack and then add another opening to him.
Or he's gonna be a total jerk using his red feather to count as a phylactery, allowing him to instantly interrupt your turn and cast a spell. Dimensioning Dooring one more time.
That's gay.
Is there a counterspell
What?
attempt from while being hold person?
Did
No.
he? Okay, but he was facing the other way. How did he even know that?
That's the bonus of the flankery. You automatically get to interrupt an action. So now you can do your turnover.
Kill this dude.
I'm gonna yeah.
Oh, what am I doing?
Headbutt
All right.
for opening. 11.
Goodness.
Thanks. Katanas.
12! No. He gets his counterattack. But you can continue with your attacks.
Yeah, katana. 12.
11.
Yes.
Oh,
He's going to try and burn one of his stealth tokens. Try and beat your 12. 13!
I hate my life.
At least he got rid of his stealth token.
Here comes his counterattack. 3 to hit.
Can I counterattack a counterattack?
No, unfortunately
You can
not.
just parry it.
5.
All right. Now that's the end of your turn. It's their turn. Well. It's kind of running low on stuff, and so is he. So he is going to utilize his stealth to retreat.
Stealth.
Wait, he's out of tokens. He's pulling both of them.
and he's used stealth twice.
Yes, he has one. No, he gets him back
Oh,
with his assassin bonus. So what he does now is, you get your free opportunity attack because he left.
Headbutt. 5.
9. Avoids that one.
Katana. 6.
7.
oh.
You can't counterattack. So he is able to run away. He pulls out like some dust out of this pouch that he has, casts it into the air, and as soon as it gets into the air, he vanishes, invisible.
I turn invisible.
Alright, you're back to invisible.
Follow him.
Is this like the Wraith realm in Lord of the Rings?
Pim,
wish.
you lose your turn again. Dayon, you are up.
Oh, yeah. Okay. How long would it take to pull a volley gun from my pouch?
From your
From
pouch?
From my
From your
pack,
pack?
actually.
You gotta roll 6 on a dice 6, so it takes a while.
Oh, jeez. You gotta roll a 6.
It'd be fairly impressive to have a volley
This
gun.
is really
in the pouch.
inconvenient for a gunslinger to always have to be like,
Well, you could have it slung instead of your glaive because you never use your glaive anymore.
Well, I gotta keep the glaive in case I do need the glaive. Because what am I gonna do? Oh, my glaive's in my pack, so hold on, guys. I can't melee.
That's what you're doing now for the volley gun.
Well,
because unfortunately, there's range.
Did he just nope, like, out of here?
Is he
Yeah,
gone?
he run.
yeah, you don't. Well, you've got one turn before he's out of there, so
Oh, that's
Are they
not gonna
both
happen.
running?
you're not sure what happened to this guy because
Am I
he
free?
vanished. You're still got 2 more turns before you can act.
I only got one more before I act.
Yeah, Duant unfortunately is not going to be able to make it there. Maybe can you? I don't think you probably.
I can't
can.
make it.
Then they would be dead if I were healed.
Yeah,
Dayon.
They would be dead if I were compelled.
Dayon, this is the last turn.
I cannot move that far.
Damn you, Greg Lowe! Bested us once again. Let's be like the biggest.
While you're held, do you have an understanding of what's going on around
Yeah.
you, or is
Yeah,
time
so you get to like know what's happening, which makes things even worse for you.
Damn it!
I'm so frustrated.
All right, so at this point we
No,
get
you
to
wouldn't have to
do
tell.
some poison wounds.
Rip.
This could really hurt.
Come on, not 4.
Last time I got 4.
Let's see. Unless someone has antidotes. Does anyone have antidotes?
If I were there, I could have cast a miracle on one.
Oh,
of them,
imagine
you know.
the one guy who's there to heal us is not here.
Even though
Maybe your crafting attempts aren't so important.
All right, here we go. You get 2 injuries,
That's not
and
bad.
you will get. Ooh, that one would have been bad. 1.
Oh.
So you guys kind of got lucky.
And watch mortal injury, mortal injury.
All right, here we go.
Well, if
Here's
Kevin
for
gets
your
tested,
2
he passes out.
mortal injury.
Don't say that. I can heal you.
I leave the
Counts
congregation.
as 3 chest injuries.
You already have 1.
So that's 4 chest injuries.
Yeah,
And the next
4,
one
you're
is
dead.
another mortal injury. 6 chest injuries.
I think the gun's
7 chest injuries.
Okay, we need to drag him to the tower.
I think he's dead.
No, you can still be revived.
I can anoint him if they get him to me soon enough.
Within 1 day.
I believe.
Oh. Anointing just heals all chest injuries?
No. He is prevented from dying for 24 hours.
So then we pay 80 gold to get all
Hey, I can use
Hey, I got
my-
60.
I can use my redemption to heal up to D4.
Is that a miracle though?
Yeah.
So
Well, we got
wait,
we need a
so
fucking
instead of
miracle.
ever using the church, we could just buy anoint. How much is your?
It's 20 gold.
Who said mortal
God,
injury,
that's
mortal injury?
But I can only afford
He said double anointing.
I said double mortal injury.
So I think you meant for both of us, but you got both of them.
Here comes yours. Leg.
Both my legs are broken. I have a jetpack, so can I still move?
Poison is like that guy's got oh shit.
So you're laying on
Not
the.
injured?
I technically have a jetpack that allows me 4 squares of movement. Can I still move?
Literally poison is the worst thing in the game. Poison by far is the worst thing in the game.
You guys need some antidotes, is what you need.
Poison is awesome.
Or
Yeah, when it's not being used against you.
because
Exactly.
I can also neutralize poison with redemption.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't go to the.
No, the thing is
Fucking
that
temple.
if I didn't go to the temple, I wouldn't have the relic in the first place.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
Okay,
So it would have been helpful anyways.
So,
can we
luckily, you guys, this battle occurred in town.
Just outside of town.
Or just outside of town. It's like in a grove just outside
I
of
can just
town.
imagine that.
I have 30 gold.
I have 62.
That's what I'm feeling.
Almost enough.
Oh, we
to
can
go.
get D4 injuries from him.
Yeah, but he has some.
Can I see the church from where we're at?
Oh!
Can't we get rid of some of my... Wait, can't we do any healing?
Well, we need.
Yes, we can try to recover from
Yeah,
some of
somebody
these.
heal 1 leg injury so I can move.
I will
You're
attempt.
one leg injury.
I will attempt to heal. Like,
We're
do they have
never
a
gonna heal
medic
enough chest
kit?
injuries.
Does anyone
for
have a
together
medic
with you.
kit?
But that makes
Yeah,
it less
medkit.
for
Yeah.
later.
Wait, did you make it defibrillator?
I have a med kit. I do not have a.
Oh, you have a med kit.
He
Perfect.
could
All right,
use a
I'll
med
attempt
kit
to heal his
anyway,
leg
because
injury.
It's not a gadget.
8.
Wait, you
Oh,
could.
Jesus.
You
Okay.
could too.
I
What do
could
I
go
get?
myself.
7.
Seven.
Alright, I gotta reroll that at
Hey,
8.
Dice off!
Come on, leg injury heal.
Oh, shit.
6.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Alright, heals chest
Failed the
injury.
dice off.
It was a dice.
Somebody else has to.
Alright, we'll try the other guy.
You can only do 1 at a time.
Ah, crap.
So someone else has
9.
to heal his.
For his chest
For his
injury.
chest injury.
And you're healing his.
Yeah, I mean, can't really move very well, but
5.
Alright.
So you're down to 6.
Boom.
That's just less to spend money on.
Now, the rules are pretty clear.
How much gold does it cost to bring someone back from the dead?
Actually, that's a thing.
That is a thing.
Let's look. I think it's.
I think it's after combat. If you have more than 3 chest injuries, you're dead.
If PC still has 3 chest injuries after combat, PC dies.
So you're dead.
Well, yeah,
If-
we figured that.
He was here, he could stop that, but he's not.
But you can still
Now,
The
what's-
question is, can you see the church from here? Because he's at the church, and if we could get you to the church instantly,
But Dimension
But
Doors
can
can't
you-
carry people with you. in
and you
Dimension
can't
Doors.
carry people with.
So you have to be within sight range of the troll.
put it on me. Shove me through there right in front of Alexis.
Oh, the unfortunate thing is I do believe the poison has slain you.
Now,
Now, is there a revive cost?
It'll,
Or no?
You can bring someone back from the dead, though.
Fully gold.
You can. You can.
Yeah, I think we determined it was actually cheaper in some circumstances.
Let's just
to
hobble
grab
him to the
somebody.
church.
Alright, we put him in my canoe. You carry my canoe because you have you have the vitality.
the thing is, it requires a dice. It's a dice off between those two.
Oh.
Kevin and then
For life?
Yeah.
Well, in either way, it's okay. But if you fail,
You lose vitality or something.
you lose 1 level of experience.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Oh, that is pretty fucking bad.
It's better than being a level 1 character.
I am a level 1 character. I will be a level 2.
I suppose.
What happens when you're level 1?
Yeah.
You become like a child.
You die, and there's no going back. Yeah, so resurrection does cost 30 gold.
I have 62, so take it off my body.
Yeah, we
Alright,
will.
let's bring him back to the church.
I jetpack, move myself.
And it
slowly.
only works if you've been slain within 24 hours.
Yeah, we'll get him there in
Well-
24 hours.
Okay, if
It's like, hey guys, let's take a break.
Hey,
Let's
we
go fishing.
we should leave him go.
Let's do some crafting rolls.
should we stop off for a pint?
No, we should leave him
That's a
until
good idea.
23:59, and then do it.
1 minute to spare.
Someone's like, oh shit, hold on, I forgot to tell my shit. It's like, oh.
Wait. If I craft a defibrillator, maybe we can defibrillate him back to life.
Breathe your life.
All right. Well,
Bring him to the
Perform
church.
CPR.
well.
Hands just fall through chest.
So,
God.
unfortunately, he dies miserably and in much pain as the poison goes straight to his heart, causing heart failure, heart attack, and brain damage. Luckily,
Preserve his brain for medical stuff.
to get the saw out.
You're like holding the blade and you're like,
Wait,
wait.
resurrect him somehow.
All right, so
Rub
we
in your
need
brain.
a dice off to see whether or not you lose a level of experience.
Please, God, no. I haven't rolled that.
It's like the most epic
Someone else to
roll.
roll it for you?
Hey, and make sure when he wakes up, I'm the fullest person he sees.
No. Before we,
I definitely want
can I get
Festus
both
to be
my
the
legs
first person he
healed?
sees.
So I'm full health, and I'm just standing.
I did
Like we
it.
waited until the last possible minute, man.
I'm not even going to be in the room. I'm just going to be crafting on my own.
You're just gonna see an arm reach up and choke him and be like, where the fuck were you?
I won't be there, so obviously not there.
You'll just wake up and I'll be like, welcome back, child.
Oh, thank you, my Lord and Savior.
You bring out your gun and shoot.
Okay, here it goes. Here it goes.
Come on.
I got my
18.
17! So
No life lost. Or
So-
no level lost.
I am now down to 30 gold.
No, my healing was almost as
Honestly,
expensive as
considering
yours, so-
death and only costing you 30 gold,
That's probably
that's
good.
pretty damn good.
So, Dayon, how was the other side?
It was so cold.
Did you see visions of Clestis?
I saw a light.
It was
I
Clestis.
said,
It was
where the fuck was Clestis?
He was the light! You should have went towards it!
strapped a couple of candles to his head.
No, he's crazy, lops head off. Wait, what?
well, I do believe that at this point we can probably end for the night. We've got unfortunately we did not recover the red gem stone, and we got face pounded by 2 dudes.
Yeah, because someone decided that the temple is more important.
You didn't get party wiped, but it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough.
Yeah, I just lost like half my gold.
It's better than no tornament.
That's true. I really didn't want to have to create a new character.
So I just want to say thanks to everyone who watched us tonight. We'd appreciate it if you followed us or subscribed to us. And let's see, what else? I guess we'll be
Vote.
back.
Vote for the most impressive player of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a second on the vote, but the vote will be up in chat in a minute here.
vote for the guy who got like royally fucked up the ass.